What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jacob, and I just wanted to make this video going over what it's like owning 3 V8s at 24 years old. Behind me, I have my 2003 Mustang GT, my 2010 Dodge Charger RT all-wheel drive, and then behind me in the garage here, I have my 2011 Mopar Edition RT Charger. In this video, I'm going to go over the details of each vehicle, what it costs to maintain, upkeep, and afford that vehicle, and what I do personally to maintain, upkeep, and afford these vehicles. I'll start off with my least favorite car and the one that looks the worst at the moment. This is a 2010 Dodge Charger all-wheel drive with a 5.7 Hemi. This vehicle I actually paid $800 for. It currently sits at 226,000 miles and is blown up in the sense of it popped the head gasket. Now, I bought this vehicle from my service director. His name's Jordan. He was a huge help to me at the time. I had no other cars and my Mopar 11 had just blown up on me. I was Ubering to and from work, and he sold this to me for $800 with about 218,000 miles on it. In retrospect, it's a pretty clean car, interior to exterior. It's a Michigan car, so it was super rusty, but other than that, I mean, interior wise, it was perfect for what I needed it for. It has served its purpose so well for me that I paid pretty much nothing to maintain this car besides an oil change. I never even put tires on it in about 8,000 miles, 9,000 miles that I drove the car. And within that $800 purchase, I'm gonna get $150 for selling the front fender. I'm taking off the front crash bar. That is $150 there just for the car. I'm using the bottom end of the block on this 5.7 Hemi for the Mopar 11, which we'll get into in 1 second. So like I explained, we are going to be using the bottom part of the block because this bottom part of the block is good. This has a top part of the block that is good. So we're going to be taking the bottom end and top end and putting it in that car, which allows me to part this one out. So within the $800 I paid for it, putting almost 9,000 miles on the car, I'm gonna be parting it out, finishing scrapping it, and using the rest of the block. So, in my opinion, this was probably the best purchase out of all 3 vehicles that I made just for investment purposes. That will bring us to the next vehicle. This is my 2011 Mopar 11. Something special about this car that you guys may not know, that the factory stripe on the vehicle also follows the interior. So rear seats, front seats as well, it follows the whole way. I have owned this car for just about 4 years now. Within the 4 years of ownership of this car, I did finance the car. I currently pay $346 a month for the vehicle, and it's currently hydrolocked. It's not drivable. And yes, I'm paying on that payment every single month. So that ought to tell you how much I love this car. I've been paying on it for 8 months now, and it has not been on the road. I've been driving beaters, Hemi still, but not the same car. This is my cream of the crop. I love this car the most. I will never sell it. When I went to jail, so did this car. I've owned it for about 4 years now, and I will have it paid off probably next month. Owed about 30 grand left on it, but if you guys don't know, I'm actually in sales. I actually sell Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram for a living. So some of those commission checks will allow me to pay that vehicle off, get it back onto the road, and enjoy it again. Now, this is number 373 out of what I believe to be 1,500 Mopar 11s ever created between Canada and the US. What makes this car special is the rear differential. A limited slip differential in a 5.7 Hemi Charger. It's pretty unheard of from factory, but they did it. Couple side things. It has the stripe, the strut towers, front and rear. The stripe also goes to the interior. Now this car has been sitting in the sun, baking for about 8 months, like I said, at my old house. So there's some definitely work to be done. When I went to jail, so did the car. It got rammed into by the police. It's another story for another day, but this is my 2011 Mopar 11. Ironically, my most recent purchase to the fleet is my 2003 Mustang GT, and it is currently my daily driver. It's the only car I have that is running, and it's been getting me to and from. It's a 5-speed manual. I just replaced the clutch in it yesterday, and it's giving me a couple of problems with the fork, if I'm not mistaken. I also need to replace the clutch cable. So I have both of those parts on the way for the car now, but she's sounding a little rough after the new clutch has been put in. I'll go ahead and start her up for you now, as it's the only car I have that does start. I went ahead and turned the car off just so I could speak a little bit more clear. But like I said, this is my 2003 Mustang GT. It has the 4.6 liter 2-valve. This is my second new Edge that I've owned. My first one, I didn't know how to drive manual too well. I actually just beat the piss out of the car. This one, I have quite a few aspirations for. I want to throw some headers on it, make it sound real good. It isn't my absolute favorite Mustang color besides Mystic Chrome, which I can't afford, but it is in that Sonic Blue with that nice metallic flake. Gotta get a couple things for the car. One main thing, obviously, you could tell, is some lowering springs, but this is gonna come upgrading while we have this one on the road as well. It's just really hard to work on two different vehicles at the same time, so that is my big problem now. So that is the reality of it. It's not all peaches and cream when it comes down to owning multiple vehicles, especially ones that can be troublesome or on the expensive side. V8, V8, and V8, yet two of the three are down and gonna cost me quite a bit to get back onto the road. This car has its own problems, and it's the struggle of finding the time to get it in the air and the space while this one's going through surgery to get that one running properly. Just put the clutch in it yesterday. That way I could get this car into the garage, and then we found out the clutch is having some issues again. So now we're pretty much back to square one, and that has been the struggle of owning all three. The other one I'm not worried too much about because that one's kind of like a profit center for me at this point. But owning another one and adding it to the fleet, if it had any issues, where would I find the time to fix that next one? So with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do have any questions, concerns, or want to see a little bit more about the three vehicles, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Again, my name was Jacob. Have a great day.